Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. We call it Grenada. And of course, we are located in the Southern Caribbean. And of course, we have the most beautiful beaches. We have the most wonderful and warm, friendly and welcoming people. We've got everything that you need to have a good vacation. Or if you want to take your family here to live, perfect place for that as well. So come on over. All right. Hey, GT, I'll let her pay me for that. Anyway, folks, I hope you had a great weekend. It was the Emancipation Weekend. A lot of things to do and see, and I hope that you feel a little bit fulfilled after this very long weekend. We'd like to officially welcome all our first-time viewers, and for those of you who are always here, we call you the usual suspects. We'd like to say thank you for joining us as well. Now, let us take a look at tonight's headlines. We've got missing teens found, wanted man detained by police, Kirani going for gold again, and River Salle man found guilty. We'll talk about that. And busmen to protest high fuel prices. We'll talk about that as well. New political party on the scene. They are called the TGM. PM says that there seems to be a breakdown of law and order in the state, and police was busy over the weekend as usual. All right, we're going to tell you about that, and major flooding in Trinidad and Tobago, it seemed. I mean, we didn't get any rain to talk about, but today, boy, Trinidad and Tobago, woof, you would wonder if it was a hurricane or something. Major flooding. So we'll talk about all these and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told. We do not have a horse in the race. We are obligated to telling you as it is. We're taking a break and come back. We got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Superb Distributors, Coats Grenada Limited, Digicel, and Nawasa. Folks, we want to say thank you to our sponsors as well. They keep this program going. We're taking a break, and when we come back, it could be real news in Oli Lili Lolo. So stay tuned.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach chairs with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Refresh and win. Refresh and win $10,000 cash with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Yes, you could be the lucky winner of $10,000 cash when you enjoy a 591 ml or 355 ml Coca-Cola Original Taste or 591 ml Sprite. Look under the special yellow cap to find your unique code and text to 423-1131 or enter via the web portal lnq.in/Coca-Cola GD to win weekly cash prizes, grocery vouchers, meal vouchers, mobile credits, free Coca-Cola, or the grand prize of $10,000 cash. Refresh and enter as often as you like. Coca-Cola. Open for better. Terms and conditions apply. Visit Coca-Cola Grenada on Facebook and Instagram for details. Please follow all COVID-19 protocols when redeeming prizes.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NOWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, family, and they say all the time that they are committed to meeting customers' needs. So we have a few notices for you before we get into the hardcore news. Now, the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force advises the public that due to repair work being conducted on the Adelphi Birchgrove Main Road, St. Andrew, one lane of that road is closed to vehicular traffic. Now, as a result of this, owners and operators of heavy-duty machines and trucks, you are advised to use alternative routes. Other road users, you are asked to exercise extreme caution when traversing this area. The traffic department would like to thank everybody for your understanding and regrets any inconveniences that may be caused. Also, if you usually leave home at a particular time or leave where you are to get to a certain destination for a particular time, you may want to leave a little bit earlier because you are likely to experience some delays. Now, the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, as a notice, we tell you of these outages by Grenlec. And of course, Grenlec said that these planned outages are part of their ongoing maintenance program. Now, there were several areas that were out today, and you can expect that for tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday as well. So for Wednesday, Vincent and St. David, you're expected to be without electricity 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Also, Industry, St. Mark, 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. That's your period of outage. Windsor Forest, St. David, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Cook Hill Road, St. Andrew, 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And Riverlet Lane, St. Andrew, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. These are the times and areas that are likely to experience outages on Wednesday. On Thursday, Bailey's Bacalet, St. David, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. On Friday, Maday's St. Patrick, 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And again, 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon. All right, and they say that they'd like to apologize for any inconveniences that this may cause, but it is necessary. All right, so now let's move on a little bit, all right? In terms of Grenada's latest COVID-19 update, we see that the total of 4, we've got 4 active COVID-19 cases here in Grenada. It's been a few days that we've had these cases, all right? And so let's hope that the numbers will go back down. That's the highest it has been in months. Yes, the highest it has been in months. As it relates to the COVID-19 vaccination program, 16,608 individuals have so far received their second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccines. So that means that there are 16,608 fully vaccinated Grenadians, while the number of persons who have had their first dose is 21,625. There were missing teens on the weekend that we have asked that you please be on the lookout for. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to let you know that the individuals were found. So the first, that's Kelly Kwamina of Bel Air Carrioku. Now, according to police, she left home on Monday, 26th July, and hadn't returned. And she was last seen on Friday at Hope in St. Andrew. Now, according to police, Kelly was brought into the Grenville police station today, Tuesday, 3rd August 2021, and they say that they would like to thank the general public for their assistance in locating her. There was another teen who was missing as well, all right, and that is Catherine McQueen of La Fortune in St. Patrick. According to police, Catherine had left her home on Tuesday, 27th July 2021, and refused to return or failed to return. Catherine returned to her home on Sunday, 1st August 2021. And again, the police say that they would like to thank you for your involvement, the general public. Now, we never get an update as to where they were and all of that. We only get an update saying that they were found from the police. So I know that there are a lot of people asking where they was and blah, blah, blah. We don't get that kind of detail. We're moving on. Lyndon Lambert, alias Mama Khan's police, who was wanted by the Criminal Investigations Department, SATERS, in connection with the offense of robbery with violence, was found and detained by officers at the CID on Sunday, 1st August 2021. And again, the police said that they would like to thank you. All right. Kirani James people, Kirani is going for gold again. Oh boy, did so well on the weekend. First of all, doing good in his heat. And then moving on to the semi-final, where he had an amazing time, people. You understand? So he's preparing to run on Thursday. We are going for gold. He placed first in the semi-final with a time of 43.38. And he seemed to be very relaxed. In fact, that was one of the fastest times he has done. And of course, he is showing a lot of promise. Folks, Kirani is about to make us proud once more. He continues to do it. His race is scheduled to be this Thursday at 8 a.m. And we know he will win. Well, the police had a work cut out for them, boy. Because God, people need no motivation to play a mass. And now the fact that Kirani is about to bring home gold again, no. You understand? Anyway, let me see how that piece go play off here, Papa, and taking part. He's not the only one who's doing well. We've got Mr. Lyndon Victor. He has won his first event of the decathlon, the 100 meter, in a time of 10.67 seconds, earning him 935 points. I think he has a race either tonight again. He has to continue either tonight or tomorrow morning. All right, I saw him on the schedule for tonight, and I saw him on the schedule for tomorrow again. But, well, yeah, we all right, you know, we all right, you know, you see them figure and dashing and things like that. Anyway, lately that talk day. Folks, last week you saw on this page the opening of the plant distribution season, all right, where some 50,000 plants were made available to farmers and the general public at subsidized prices. The sale of the plants began today. All right, now the 3rd of August to the 13th of August 2021, plants will be sold to cocoa and nutmeg farmers approved by the GCNA and the GCA, and farmers with an application approved by Extension Division. The 16th of August 2021 onwards, plants will be sold to the public at the Maribo, Maran, and Bolong propagation stations from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. All right, so please be guided accordingly. Yeah, but they all kind of plants and things, you know what I mean? And they say these plants are heavily subsidized. Okay, so we also received some information regarding the X-ray division of the hospital. Now, the Ministry of Health and Social Security informs the public that due to technical difficulties, the X-ray services for outpatient clients have regrettably, they say, been suspended until further notice. Now, the department currently has the capacity to provide X-ray services only in a case of emergency or cases of emergency, and to inpatient or admitted patients. Now, the ministry say that they would like to reassure all that all efforts are being made to have the services restored as soon as possible. All right, and they say they would like to apologize. We are moving on. Papa, go buy X-ray machine. Just ask me for the money. If I get it back, you know, like little interest. A little 2-3%, I mean, I get all the money. Anyway, Troy Charles is a 36-year-old unemployed resident of River Salle, St. Patrick. He was charged following an incident involving members of the RRU on March 28, 2021. He attended court and was found guilty on all 3 charges. Charles, who was charged for assault on police, obstruction, and disorderly behavior, appeared at the Saterres Magistrates Court today, Tuesday, 3rd August 2021. He pleaded not guilty to the charges. However, based on evidence presented, he was found guilty, and his matter was adjourned to September 14, 2021 for the purpose of sentencing. Further, Charles is presently on a suspended sentence of 3 years from 2019 for charges of money laundering, fraud, and stealing. Thus, he is liable to imprisonment for breaching his suspended sentence. Yikes! We are moving on. We understand that some of the nation's busmen are to engage in a march tomorrow, griping over what they view as the authorities' blatant disregard for the struggle they endure on a day-to-day basis, as the operations are getting harder and harder, they say. They complain that the authorities are not really giving a listening ear to their plight. Among the things, the busmen, they speak of the need for a hike in the fare in terms of, well, what people are paying now, they want people to pay a little bit more, because they are being burdened by the constant increase in the fuel prices and bad roads, making it more expensive for them to operate as a business. However, everything else is going up, and they have not increased the price or the fare for the bus in a while. And so they are saying that it is about time something be done. So tomorrow's march is one such step in letting the authorities know that they expect something to be done in that regard. we are moving on. So the next thing that we have for the boy, the Prime Minister, Papa, he's saying that there seems to be a breakdown of law and order. Now, he made that statement in last week's address to the nation.
We are at a critical juncture, and we must seek to safeguard our coveted status. Going forward, there will be some changes to how we operate to ensure greater cohesiveness and collaboration between COVID-19 Committee and the Royal Grenada Police Force, particularly as it relates to the permission granted to event organizers and promoters. The COVID-19 Committee was set up as an advisory body to government and also has joint responsibility for granting permission for what should be carefully considered exceptions to the regulations. This system has worked well for a long time, but there now seems to be a breakdown of authority. Government must therefore reassert its position that protecting the lives of our people is its primary responsibility, while at the same time facilitating some balance with social and economic activities.
Now, what the Prime Minister is saying, that in going forward, there will be some changes as it relates to how people apply and who receives permission to host events. Particularly, he says that at least once you are to be approved as an event host, all persons and staff must be vaccinated.
I met with senior officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force to discuss how we can effectively bolster enforcement procedures and ensure greater compliance with the COVID-19 regulations. I have made it emphatically clear that there should be no semblance of preferential treatment or status afforded to anyone. We all must be treated alike. From the south of the island to northern tip of the country, and including the sister islands of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, the rules that we set are to be applied equally across the board. Application for activities that fall outside the scope of the regulations must be fairly considered, and if approved, these events must be properly monitored by health wardens and the police force. From henceforth, therefore, full vaccination of all patrons and workers will be a requirement for any activity that falls outside of the numbers permitted within the COVID-19 regulations, and for which special permission has and must be sought.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, a lot of people did not take that too well. Now we hear a lot of songs on the street, jab jab, giving chants, Calypsonians making, soca artists, lines in relation to that. I saw something stuck on the back of a vehicle. Listen, somehow I am seeing a lot of resistance out in the public, you know, where all these regulations are concerned. Let's see, the next few days will be very, very, very interesting days, I must say. And of course, we will be monitoring. Speaking of monitoring, police had their work cut out for them as usual on the weekend. Several vehicle accidents, most of them minor. I was part of one. I got hit, and it was a hit and run, but we were able to identify the person, and you understand? Anyway, the police dealing with that. But there were a lot of minor accidents, and there's one that was serious that involved a female driver. I believe it was, yes, it was a female driver. Then there were some other operations in some other parishes and villages. According to police, at around 1 a.m. on Monday, 2nd August 2021, officers attached to the Western Division, they were on patrol duty when they intercepted a vehicle and conducted a routine search that led to the discovery of a firearm. One resident of Butch Grove, St. Andrew, was detained by officers after they discovered one 9mm pistol along with 6 rounds of ammunition in a vehicle. He is in police custody assisting with the investigation. There was another firearm that was confiscated by police on the weekend, again making it 2 firearms that were taken off the streets of Grenada. Okay, TGM giving trouble. The Grenada movement, I'll tell you what trouble they're giving. It's been hours I've been trying to download the presentation from the weekend, because the party was officially launched on the weekend at the Spice Basket. It was first an NGO, as they call it, and then they officially now transitioned into a political party. So there are presentations by some of their supporters, stakeholders, and also by the head or the leader of the TGM, Dr. Patrick Antwine. You understand? I'm still seeing, it's been like that all day. It's 31 minutes remaining for my download to complete, so probably I'll be able to share some of the presentations with you tomorrow, God's willing. I've been trying, but it's downloading, fail, downloading, fail, downloading, fail, and downloading again. All right, so that is why I wasn't able to present to you some of the highlights of the TGM's presentation, but rest assured that you will get it. Yeah, so I'm saying, good, we're moving on. I don't want to stick all it tonight, and are we looking for time, Shirin? Kirani, all the crew, blessings to all you know. All you, count all your blessing, dog. Here's why. We don't know what happened, but today, Trinidad and Tobago experienced some mad flooding, dog. You understand? And not a drop of rain falling in Grenada. Now, if you smoke too hard, the smoke from Grenada going over to Trinidad because they ride it. Then people flood out, dog. Port of Spain flood out, dog. Right now they're dealing with it. The aftermath of that. And not a drop of water to fall in Grenada.
Good evening, everyone. We're coming to you from downtown Port of Spain here at South Key, where you can see that cleanup operations are taking place following some flash flooding that took place this afternoon. As we would have heard from the Minister of Rural Development earlier on today, it was just a very quick downpour that brought this on. As you can see behind me, there is a layer of slush and debris all over the roadway here and the sidewalks at South Key. We are outside City Gate at this present time, and we can see the Port of Spain City Corporation workers here trying to clean up the area before City Gate reopens tomorrow morning, when commuters will be coming into the city. Now, they do have a very huge task ahead of them this evening, because on top of trying to clear all the debris, they will have to wash down this area before people can come into the city. Now, if you can look on the other side of City Gate, where opposite to where we are standing, there was a part of the sidewalk that commuters had to utilize, a very narrow strip of the sidewalk that people had to utilize this evening to get into City Gate to be able to leave the city this afternoon. Now, I do understand that the Port of Spain Mayor and the National Security Minister, as well as the MP for the area, did tour this particular area as well as other areas this afternoon, and they were able to make a determination of how they will be treating with this area tonight. We can see some heavy equipment lower down the street at this point, trying to clear some of the debris off the roadways, and according to the Minister of National Security, they will be returning to this area and other affected areas as well tomorrow morning to ensure that the cleanup operations were successful. For now, we'll be signing off, but we'll be back here tomorrow to keep you updated on how things progress. I'm Ria Rambali reporting for CMC3.
Thank you, Ria, and thank you guys at CMC3 for allowing me to use that. Okay, and of course, folks, I was in the process of trying to get word from the Bus Association. Yeah, I have no idea how tough it has been during the day trying to get this and trying to get that. All right, I wasn't able to get a direct interview. However, we were just sent this bulletin that was sent out to bus owners and operators earlier today.
All bus owners and operators island-wide, you are asked to wear red on Wednesday, 4th August. We are protesting high cost of living, high operational cost. We are also calling for concession and many more. Red ribbons are available at all bus terminals. Please display red ribbons on all buses for that day, as it is deemed Red Out Day.
Red Out Day, as they call it. Folks, let's take a quick break and come back. When we come back, we've got for you the national report and the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handle me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Refresh and win. Refresh and win $10,000 cash with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Yes, you could be the lucky winner of $10,000 cash when you enjoy a 591 ml or 355 ml Coca-Cola Original Taste or 591 ml Sprite. Look under the special yellow cap to find your unique code and text to 423-1131 or enter via the web portal lnq.in/Coca-Cola GD to win weekly cash prizes, grocery vouchers, meal vouchers, mobile credits, free Coca-Cola, or the grand prize of $10,000 cash. Refresh and enter as often as you like. Coca-Cola. Open for better. Terms and conditions apply. Visit Coca-Cola Grenada on Facebook and Instagram for details. Please follow all COVID-19 protocols when redeeming prizes.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NOWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell welcomes the use of technology in the 2021 population and housing census across CARICOM. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Grenada's Prime Minister and lead head of government with responsibility for science and technology in the CARICOM quasi-cabinet, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, has welcomed the incorporation of technology in the data collection process for the 2021 CARICOM population and housing census. 6 CARICOM countries will conduct their field enumeration this year. The remaining countries will begin the process in 2022. Dr. Mitchell says due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the high death toll, as well as job loss and closure of businesses, it is imperative that countries conduct a count. He was addressing the virtual launch of the 2020 round of CARICOM census launch under the slogan, "Leave no one behind, everyone counts."
This theme is an urgent plea to save lives, restore and improve all livelihoods, and to build resilience across CARICOM, starting with our people, our households, our villages, our towns, and our respective countries. This round of census should have commenced during 2020, but was delayed due to the pandemic. The time has come for us, therefore, to forge ahead. Given the major changes in our social, economic, and environmental landscape due to COVID-19 pandemic, coupled with the ongoing impact of climate change on our small island developing states, it is imperative that we collect the data that will allow us to assess the magnitude of the impact of these occurrences, to better plan for future, to adjust to this new normal, and to achieve the sustainable development goals as set out by the United Nations.
Dr. Mitchell says the census will also enable member states to address issues relating to gender equity, the elderly, and internet access, among others. He welcomed the incorporation of technology by Grenada, Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, the Bahamas, Dominica, and the Cayman Islands in this year's census.
One positive impact of the pandemic is that it has forced us to make better use of the available technology. I am pleased to note that this census round, countries will include innovative approaches such as computer-assisted personal interviewing, using devices such as tablets and laptops to locate the dwellings of people to be interviewed and to capture the data for all individuals. Given the pandemic, countries are also likely to use the telephone system and the internet to capture census data. As the Prime Minister responsible for science and technology in the CARICOM quasi-cabinet, I welcome these innovative uses of ICT in the census.
Dr. Mitchell encouraged CARICOM citizens and residents to show patriotism and dedication by participating in this important exercise of nation building. More than $222,000 is being invested in constructing a retaining wall on the Adelphi Main Road in Birch Grove, St. Andrew. While one lane of the road is open to vehicular traffic, the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force is advising owners and operators of heavy-duty machines and trucks to use alternative roads. Excavation and steelwork have already begun. GIS visited the site and spoke with contractor Roland Prince of RP Construction.
42 by 25 feet high. It's a retaining wall to protect the road from breaking. The project will be completed based on the expected time, even it could be before.
Also on site was engineering assistant in the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, Dominic Roberts.
In terms of, well, as you see, the excavation already, so the work is already started, right? Because we already have the excavation taking place. We have the contractor started working on the fabrication of the steel. So we already started.
The project, which is expected to be completed in 10 weeks, will create employment for at least 12 people. Grenadians have been called upon to become more familiar with their history to encourage the continuation of historical events in the future. The need for education formed part of the 2021 Emancipation Panel discussion on Sunday, August 1st. The discussion was held under the theme Reparative Justice for Grenada. Reparative justice measures seek to repair in some way the harm done to victims as a result of human rights violations committed against them. Chairman of the Grenada Reparation Committee, Ambassador Arlie Gill, said although Grenada and the region have made improvements in acknowledging history and commemorating key events, there is still a long way to go.
Emancipation is a process. What we commemorate now is the end of an era, the end of an epoch where Africans were enslaved on the plantations here in the Caribbean, here in Grenada. But when we speak of mental, when we speak of economic enslavement, that is a process that is ongoing. Of course, one can admit that we have made some progress, but I believe there is there's a long way to go.
Assistant Professor Dr. Kellon Bob explained that there are historical gaps that must be filled if Grenada and the region are to appreciate the reality behind emancipation.
There is a disconnect between who we identify as in this current period and what our history is as a people. And so when to piggyback on what Dr. Graves, the point that Dr. Graves just made, is that when we're thinking about history, we have to think about it within the context of our own greatness as people of African descent. The transatlantic slave trade, as I'm concerned, was interrupted history. It interrupted our legacies. It interrupted who we are as people of African descent. And unfortunately, people in the Caribbean, I still say that we are still colonized within the context of how we divide ourselves, because we tend to think of ourselves as Grenadian, St. Lucian, Antiguan, Jamaican. These are all colonized constructs.
However, college professor Dr. Damian Greaves is optimistic that emancipation must be the channel of information that will build the awareness that Grenada needs.
The challenge we have is how Emancipation Day can be the conduit of information to people within the region, specifically at this point in time in Grenada, so that people could understand and appreciate what it was to be enslaved. And there are two dimensions we have to look at. There's a positive and a negative. The positive is what we contributed as enslaved individuals within the region. So there's a lot we contributed that has not been highlighted. The other one is the negative, where it's downtrodden and so on, really dealt a cruel blow in terms of who we are, in terms of our identity. Some of us still suffer the problem or the challenge of an identity.
This year's commemoration was held under the theme Emancipation, guided by our ancestral spirits seeking reparative justice. As part of the observance, wreaths were laid at the police barracks where the enslaved were held and washed. Wreaths were also laid at the St. George's Market Square where they were displayed for sale to plantation owners. The wreaths were laid by Cultural Minister Honorable Yolande Bain-Hosford and Mrs. Curl Hoshdialik. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Hello everybody. I have got some exciting news just for you. Grenada is on the road to Dubai Expo 2020. Now, I know the pandemic has slowed us down just a bit, but this is your chance and your opportunity to showcase your business, products, and services to Dubai and to the whole world. So be a sponsor and jump on board. You can contact the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at 536-9818 or 440-2640. You can also pitch us an email at internationalbusinessgda@gmail.com. Grenada is on the road to Dubai Expo 2020, and you do not want to miss this opportunity. So see you there.
Welcome back. More than $1 million have been expended in the 2021 plant distribution season, and the hard work of the officers at the different propagation stations has allowed for over 50,000 plants to be available this year. With patronage from Minister for Agriculture Honorable Peter David, the Chinese Ambassador His Excellency Wei Hongxian, and other agriculture stakeholders, the 2021 season was launched last Thursday at the Maribou Propagation Station. Nutmeg, cocoa, soursop, clove, ginger, breadfruit, and minor spices, to name a few, are available for sale at subsidized costs to farmers. Minister David said the opening of the 2021 season signifies a new season of planting, with faith in expectation of great harvest to come.
The Ministry of Agriculture, through its plant propagation program, is invested in Grenada's security, its prosperity, harmony, and its very existence. Propagating the trees of tomorrow is a clear indication of hope in the future. Despite the many challenges that confront us, such as the continuing COVID-19 pandemic, government foresees a promising future for agriculture and is committed to doing all that is within its power to make that future a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, plant propagation and distribution is but one weapon in the armory of developmental initiatives geared toward growing and sustaining the agricultural sector of this country.
Chief Agronomist and Manager of the Maribou Propagation Station, Alison Haynes, attributed the increase in plants this year to the hard work of the officers who were met with many challenges. Haynes is encouraging farmers to make every effort to care for their plants. The ministry, she said, through its extension officers, will ensure that this is done.
The ministry has met its obligations to propagate and supply various quantities of quality plants to farmers. Now, it is the farmers' obligation to care for those plants by establishing their plots or groves following the recommended agronomic and climate-smart practices. I believe that caring for the plants and following best practices are the only ways in which farmers can truly demonstrate their appreciation for the highly subsidized plants. The Ministry of Agriculture, through its Extension Service, will continue to support farmers and will continue to follow up on the plants that we distribute this year.
The sale of the plants for the 2021 plant distribution season began today, Tuesday, August 3rd, at the Maribou, Maran, and Bolang propagation stations. A further 31,000 plants will be available for sale between September and December. That story has ended the national report for today, Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. Recapping the top story. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell welcomes the use of technology in the 2021 population and housing census across CARICOM. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisanne Mitchell saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Chrisanne, and the rest of the GIS team. Now for a look at the weather. Now, an Atlantic tropical wave is now near 52 west, approximately 570 nautical miles east of Grenada, after an increase in its forward speed. Now this wave extends from 18 north southward and is moving west at around 20 to 25 knots. Now based on its new forward speed, the axis of the wave is expected to cross Grenada on Wednesday. Recent satellite imagery indicates that there has been a decrease in cloudiness in and around the wave. Now, the latest model guidances is not predicting any significant precipitation over Grenada from Wednesday into Thursday. However, model output can change with time. Hence, the Met Office say that they will continue to monitor this tropical wave. And so now for a look at the forecast for tonight, the weather is expected to be mostly fair with a lower chance of a few brief showers during partly during partly cloudy spells. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times, and seas slight with waves near 3 feet in open waters. Sorry, and that is our weather report for tonight. Let us pick up a few people on the program. Vintress, Noreen, Zaka, blessings to you as well. Sharon, Rolander, Claudette, Charmaine, Marilyn, Avril, Shum, Peter, Eunice, Noreen, Cynthia, Michelle, more than one Michelle's. Yes, we have more than one Michelle. We have John. Hi, John, what's happening? James. And all the people who are also on YouTube not seeing anything. Those of you who are on Facebook not seeing anything, hello to you as well. Yvonne, Angel, Theresa is there with us as well. All right, and Osric. So thank you, everyone. And Della, I see that you're there as well. Thank you to those of you who are very vocal and those of you who are quiet. Raven, Allah, all of you, blessings to you guys, all right? All right, so take care, guys, and all the best. Yes, back to your Olympics. Take care. All right, we'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. So let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja! No. Have a good night, all. Take care.